Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing? Here back again with some more YouTube content here. So this popped up on my IGN front page that I feel like I really need to talk about because obviously this is about the tragedy of Lee Sun-kyun. That's right, he was the star of Oscar-winning film Parasite, and he just passed away at the age of 48. That's right. Now, he basically played a Park Dong-ik in the Oscar-winning movie Parasite, and apparently, according to the South Korean news agency Yonhap, he was said to have been found dead in a car at a park in Seoul. That's right. And apparently prior to this death, there was a search that was taking place for him after his wife said he left their home after writing what appeared to be a suicide note. That's right. And let me just say this, stuff like this is an example of why, more people should start taking men's mental health seriously, okay? Because this stuff is not even funny, okay? This is a very serious video, as you can tell by my serious face, because honestly, I feel really bad, for the guy here because, obviously you could tell that he was probably suffering a lot. He was battling personal demons a lot. And if there is one way how I feel like we can improve, as a society, especially heading into 2024 and beyond, is just, basically having more funding for mental health resources because, I feel like a big reason, why, there's such why stuff like this happens all the time is because there is just not enough funding for mental health. Okay, that's what I feel like it comes down to, because obviously it says here that he was being investigated by police over alleged illegal drug use. However, I feel like the only reason, though, why they are writing this is because it seems like that they are just trying to really mask the reality of what happened, because I could tell right off the bat here that, Lee Sun-kyun, he was probably suffering a lot up here. And, as somebody who, dealt with losing somebody very close to me, that I'm not going to talk about here in this video, that has really, kind of affected my personal life, I feel really bad for the guy here and his family. That's why, I'm making a YouTube video about this, because it just seems like that people nowadays don't take men's mental health seriously enough. And I don't understand how come men's mental health is always so stigmatized. Like, can somebody please explain to me why is that always so stigmatized? Like, I just think it's really, stupid how, men's mental health, whenever they try to become open about it, they just become ridiculed for it. Like, it's so stupid if you sit there and think about it. It's like how about we just do the right thing and let men be open about their mental health so that tragedies like this can be prevented, okay? And of course, like I said, Lee Sun-kyun, obviously you could tell he was likely battling personal demons, in his personal life. And I guess according to Yonhap, he was questioned 3 different times by police, and he said he was the victim of blackmail and was tricked into taking drugs by a bar hostess. That's right. And all that stuff. But, when it comes to, people taking drugs, I feel like a big reason why they do that is because they likely are just trying to find an escape, and in the case of Lee, in the case here of Lee Sun-kyun, I feel like that, he was just trying to find an escape from the daily realities I guess he was facing in his personal life, because, life is already hard enough, man, and it just, I just feel like that nowadays, that if people just learn to, let men be open about their mental health, and if they maybe let them just be open about it, then maybe, stuff like this can be prevented in the future, because, I've read about similar cases before. For example, I still remember the story of the K-pop singer who died as well, in his apartment. I guess that happened back in 2017. I forgot his name, but this really reminds me of the story of that K-pop singer who passed away at a young age. The only difference is, obviously Lee Sun-kyun, he was older, but you could tell that he seemed like a very genuine guy, okay? A guy that was very talented, a guy that was just trying to make the world, I guess you could say, a better place, and I guess it says here that local media claimed that Lee was being investigated by police over alleged illegal drug use. This investigation comes during a time when the South Korean government's ongoing crackdown on hard drugs has led to a series of allegations against high-profile people, including actors, singers, socialites, and heirs to the country's richest families. That's right, but I feel like that obviously Lee Sun-kyun here, he was basically the target of extortion. That's what my understanding of this here is, that he was the target of extortion, and obviously he leaves behind a wife and 2 sons, And you know, if people didn't learn anything, especially from the Chester Bennington tragedy, this is a great example of why we need to start taking men's mental health seriously. Okay, and you know, I need to say this because it's like I feel like that if only we would have started taking men's mental health seriously sooner, then maybe, you know, people like Chester Bennington would have been alive today. Okay. Like, it's so dumb, man. Like, it's just ridiculous how, you know, how a guy can be open about his mental health, and instead people just, you know, say that he's just, people just gaslight him. And it's like, and I wonder, did people by any chance also gaslight, like, was Lee Sun-kyun also being gaslighted by people when he was, you know, I don't know, but, what I'm trying to say here in this video is, you know, it's not that hard to show other people compassion, okay? It's not that goddamn hard. And, you know, like I said, man, a very terrible tragedy here involving the case of Lee Sun-kyun. But like I said, I feel like stuff like this is why, you know, we need to pour more money into mental health resources, and why, you know, people need to why we need to normalize basically letting men be open about their mental health. Okay, like especially, you know, after I read this article on my IGN front page. So yeah, this is my take on it. Let me know what you think about it. Like, dislike, let me know why in the comments.